Hello, hello, hello. So I am going to be short and quick today because I need to get somewhere. So excuse the background noise if you hear any. And for those of you, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Angel and I'm the Soul Healing Coach. And we're going to do what I call the open heaven reading. Hold on one second on TikTok. Let me turn this on. Do not disturb. I do apologize for those of you who are waiting on me. But hello, hello, hello. There we go. We're on Do Not Disturb. Um, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so we're good. Welcome, everybody. I pray all is well with you. Welcome into the space. If this is your first time coming here, then do tell us come here. If this is if you've been here with me before, say been here. I'm gonna try to do it like this so I can not be looking in two different places, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So we're just gonna do what we're gonna do. And so what I want you to be able to do today is to ask questions. Um, ask questions that have like yes or no or something that I can pull up from the card readings. And today is what I believe is the open heavens. Open heavens. And so with open heavens, what we're doing is we're going to do live card pulls. Okay. I am going to be using the Soul Card Deck 1. We're going to be using the blue deck. And so welcome, welcome, welcome into the space. Today is a quick question live. We're going to be live for 10 minutes and I'm going to jump off of here. So come on into the space. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. For those of you who are in South Carolina, you can reach out to me and have in-home or in-person meetings. For those of you who are in other places within the country, we are available for virtual readings as well. All right, so welcome into the space. Let's see. How is everybody doing today? You know, this is a place where spiritual is fully open. And I just realized Spirit reminded me I need to light my candles. So welcome into the space. I am going to start pulling cards. If you would like a card read in TikTok, you will need to send a gift. Any gift today will do. And let me put a goal in here for you. All right. So any gifts will do on TikTok. For those of you who are on Facebook or who are on YouTube, you can send stars. And I will plug in the Venmo for offerings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Y'all ready? What's the first question? Just shoot. Hey, hey, hey. All right. So I put the Venmo in there. And I feel like I want to stand up today. These have already fallen out. We're going to go with these. They completely jumped out the deck and fell on the floor. All right. So for those of you who may be sitting on something deep-rooted, deep-seated, you're doing a lot of thinking, a lot of questioning, you're not sure on what it is you want to do, where things are going, you may feel stagnant, you may feel like things are not moving. Just know that sometimes it takes a long time for the tree to be seen. Sometimes it takes a long time for the tree to be seen. The fruit of the tree, the leaves of the tree, the branches of the tree. Sometimes there are trees that grow all the way down into the earth and make huge roots before they ever come above the ground. Some trees years before it comes up. So don't give up. Keep going. I see you sitting in deep contemplation. Just know that things are going to come well. Things are going to begin to go well. Okay. Do not worry. Things are going to go well for you. All right. Just give it some time. Give it some time. Give it some time. All right. Here's the next card that fell off the deck. So this is, you can do this card this way, or you can do this card that way. You can also do this card this way. This is what I call one of those four-way cards, okay? And so when you're looking at this card, know this, that this current cycle, this current season is all about you facing yourself. This is not about something somebody else has done to you, life circumstances. This is about you really, really focusing on yourself, not trying to take the short way out, not trying to create a shortcut, is what I hear. You got to fully go through the process, fully lean all the way in. And so this is for the collective. And so if you want something individually asked, you have to do the Venmo or send stars or send something here. All right. And for the collective, this is the real card. This is the card that's on the front of the deck. This is the soul card. Okay. Your soul is wide open. Just now for about an hour and a half, I could not get on my internet. I have two, three, whatever routers here because I do a lot of virtual work. Y'all, it was locked up. And so I had to stop and say, Spirit, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? And your soul is wide open. So I'm going to give you all a little bit of time. Decide if you want something. If you want something that's done on further along out, we can look at that as well. Let's see. So questions, immediate questions, or questions that need to be answered specifically. I can do those for you. You would need to Venmo or you would need to send the stars. I am lighting my candles, y'all. I totally forgot. So I just lit my ancestor candle. And something else I've been doing is doing love candles, self-love, love of others, self-love of the world. And then I also want to do this one, which is power and courage. And then also anything dealing with purple, deep indigo blue is also around power and also around spiritual work, root work, those kind of things. Okay. So looking into the root of things. All right. So this soul card tells us that we have got to be intentional in 2024 on looking into what it is we want within our soul. What is it that we desire? What is it that we want? What is it that we need? What is it that we're looking for? Not what others have done or how others are showing up in the world, but how you need to show up in the world. What Spirit has specifically designed for you. Okay? A lot of times we think that I've got to do it this way. It's got to be done that way. We got to go this way. No. What is your soul's calling? Get intentional with that one. All right? Oh, this is what I call the frostbite lady. Really, it is like a whispering soul. One soul whispering to another. One soul whispering to another. What are you whispering to yourself? What is that distant self, that future self saying to your present self? That's what Spirit is speaking from this card today. What is your current self, future self speaking to your current self? What are some of the things that you need to hold on to? Okay. And yes, it's possible to see things in the future and then forget them. That's why journaling is important. And then that is why writing is important. That is why recording your thoughts and what it is you're doing and what it is you need is important. That is up to you. You are responsible for those things. Oh, and then finally, but not least, here's the next card. So I'm showing it right here. You can both see it on YouTube and Facebook and also on TikTok. So this one, this is the downpour. This is what I felt. I'm so glad this card came up. Everything was locked up here, like for me, on the full, like the clinical mental health side, everything was locked up. But when we got to, because that's the other type of work that I do. But when I sat down, it was like, get online and do these readings. I immediately got a downpour from Spirit. Please continue to like, follow, and share, this is a downpour. Today, you're going to seem like, and it's got something to do with retrograde too. You're going to seem like no matter what it is you're trying to do, no matter what you're trying to connect with, it's going to seem like you're rushing, but it's not time. You get somewhere early, but it's not time. You try to make connections, but it's not time. You have got to get this downpour. Today is about the downpour. Sitting with yourself, sitting with Spirit, sitting with your spirit guides, allowing the angels to minister to you, sitting in your divine space, in your meditative space to get the information you're looking for. Which is just as I'm sitting here getting this downpour from Spirit for you all, which is this. Do not be double-minded is exactly what I hear. Don't be double-minded. Double-mindedness can come where you're trying to hold on to more than one thing. Double-mindedness can come when you say you believe this, but then you believe that. Double-mindedness can also be when you're trying to push so far ahead, you're not taking care of the things that are right here in front of you. And so some of us need to work on that, to not be in double-mindedness. But the downpour is here. You are a vessel waiting to be poured into. The question is, what are you pouring into yourself? Are you sitting down long enough to get the answer? Are you sitting with spirit long enough to get this? Do you have a ritual? Do you have a discipline? Do you have a belief system? Whatever it is you believe. I don't care if you believe in a rock that is on the road. The question is, do you spend time with that rock? Do you spend time sitting with it? Do you spend time asking questions? Do you spend time trying to get information? Everything in this world has energy. But what I would rather you do is to sit with spirit, sit with God, sit with divine, and ask the questions and be okay sitting long enough to get the answers. Sometimes you get up too soon. And this week right here, before we go into 2024, you have got to be intentional on listening to spirit, checking in with spirit, knowing that you are divine and divine is calling you, and that you have got to be intentional with sitting and waiting for the answers that you've been asking for. All right, y'all, this is it. Get the answer, sit and wait to be filled, and stop running around trying to do it your way. That's exactly what I heard from that. This one is, what is your future self trying to tell your current self? Okay? What is your future self trying to tell your current self? And sometimes we're running ahead 20 steps too far, and you need to backtrack it some, because everybody's timing is different. If you just failed a class and you didn't get your license, or you didn't get the degree, or you had to stay another semester, this is for you. Wait your time. Wait your turn. There's a reason. There's somebody you need to meet. There's an experience that needs to happen. There's a shift in learning. Something's coming. Wait for it. Stop trying to force the way. This one is the soul card. Look deep into your soul. 2024 is all about the soul. Everybody wants to jump on a soul wagon. Y'all know I've been the soul healing coach and talking about the soul since 2006. Okay? The soul is where it's at. All these other things we're worried about, it's not even important. The soul, check into the soul. See what the soul's purpose is, what the soul's reason is, what the soul's calling is, what the soul need is. And guess what? You will get the answers that you need. You will. You definitely will. It's coming. All right? So here it is. Check into the soul. What is your soul purpose for being in the earth? What is your soul purpose for being in the land? What's the sole purpose for you being on the job you want now? What is the sole purpose of you being in a relationship? If there was no soul purpose and no soul connection, then you need to check it, because you don't need to take it into 2024. Okay? And this one is the double-mindedness, the connection of the soul, the mind, soul, and spirit. And sometimes we can get so double-minded, we can be doing 20 different things and not doing what we're called to do. Sometimes we can get so double-minded where the spiritual and the physical are working against itself. And in this season, I want you to be okay fully being in the space that you're supposed to be in, fully being in the seat you're supposed to be in, fully being in the place you're supposed to be in, fully being with the people you're supposed to be in. Stop trying to hold two different thought patterns. Get into one. Stop monitoring on the major things. Stay in the major things and speak to the major thing. Sit in spirit and get the download for the major thing. And let's get, stop putting, this is an old saying, stop putting the cart before the horse. You've got to be intentional about processes and how it's supposed to go. Stop trying to change the process. No, what's happening is, it's just taking you a different route. It's taking you a different way. Also, who are you intermingled with? This is what this is showing me too. Who are you intermingled and intertwined with? Who are you listening to? Who has your ear gate? You got to check that in this season. Like your ear gate, I mean, who's talking to you and telling you about who you are? Yesterday was Kuja Chakalia in Kwanzaa. And so it's intentional for you to be able to tell yourself who you are. Do you know what your name means? For those of you who are sitting in a deep-seated place, you're trying to figure out what's going on. You're not seeing the results of what it is you're trying to do. Well, guess what's happening? Sometimes trees need lots and lots and lots of roots before they can come up out of the ground. It's not over. You just need to wait your turn. Wait until it's your turn to be seen. Wait until it's your turn to come up from the ground. Wait until it's your turn to come up into the raptures for people to be able to fully see who you are. If you push through and if you keep trying to make it you, like to make it yours, and you keep trying to push through, some roots are going to break. Some people are going to fall off. Some things are not going to be in place. You need to follow the design pattern that has been put before you, no matter how long it takes you to get there. Remember, there is no timing in the soul. We're only trapped in time in this body. So it's not so, I'm far behind. No, you're not far behind. You're in the timing that God would have you to be. Okay? And that's it for today. All right. So reach out. You can go to my page, A Soul Healing Coach, on Facebook. You can request an individual session. All the links are there. Also, I believe in this page, you can click to book a personal session. But y'all, continue to like, follow, and share in all areas. Okay. 2024. I see that. I see it. 2024 is it's like the open heaven. Whatsoever you can not only speak, but put effort behind, do the work, stay diligent, and go through the process, it's going to be yours. Hear that. Do the work, stay diligent, be in the process, it's going to be yours. In this season, however, you will not just be able to speak it, claim it, cast a spell, do magic, and expect it to magically appear. You're going to have to do the work behind it. You're going to have to do the work behind it. There is no, like from the Monopoly, do not pass go, do not collect $200. There is no secret recipe for this thing besides being in meditation, besides sitting in discernment, and besides getting the download straight for spirit for yourself. Because even in this season, a lot of folks you see out here reading cards and pulling cards, a lot of folks you see out here who claiming to be ancestor intermediaries or oracles, a lot of these things are about to be proved false really, really quickly this year. Because anybody can pull a card and say this is the intention. The question is, can you connect to spirit in such a way that you can see what it is you're telling them? And so as an oracle, one of the things I love to do, and I love to sit with spirit, is to be able to see, to discern, and to give the answers in clarity. And so my name is Angel, and I'm the Soul Healing Coach, and I am an oracle and ancestor intermediary. And some people would even say medium psychic. You call it what you want. God bless you, beloved. I wish that you'll prosper and be in good health. And remember, let those roots grow even as your soul prospers. Take care, y'all. Be well.